Pro Bowls were on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Aviators of Honolulu. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
11 yards there, first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 10 through 11, 10 through 11. Go.
To throw is Richardson on 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Richardson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Richardson looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And fights through one man. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, McPherson. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw. McPherson. Throw right side complete to Dotson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. McPherson. Going right back to Dotson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the 1st quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Aviators use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
To throw on 2nd down, McPherson. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. If you look at this defense, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Let's go now. Let's get for the trenches.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. It fights him off. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. McPherson. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Well, they're going to motion Dotson to the left. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Jahan Dotson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Richardson looking to throw this. This is caught by Tucker. Down the left sideline. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, check that. Go, Reed, go, Kevin Ryan.
They'll try hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Three. 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Ready.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll drop to throw. Out left to Dotson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now back to throw. Going up top. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen, and he is all the way up past the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On second down, a run was strong. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson. That's caught by Tucker. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Check, man. Check, man.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Richardson now on 2nd down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. 36 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Aviators are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 11. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Open man is Tucker. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson. This is caught. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Strong. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll run again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Looking to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Aviators add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Richardson going to move them around. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Gets this to Bellinger, and he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Down the right sideline.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am on play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Aviators are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Honolulu,
the streak